Okay, so today I'm doing Dior Sauvage, the Eau de Parfum version. This is going to be kind of a quick one just because there's not a lot for me to say about this. There really isn't. First off, I want to say, say what you will about the smell of Sauvage or any of Dior's colognes or anything, but man, I always think that their packaging exudes class. I mean, this little thing that this comes in is just so sharp. Even this little test sprayer, it's got a little divot on the top for you to rest your finger on. Their packaging is always nice. They have the best sprayers on the market. I'm so love their packaging and presentation. This came out last year. Everybody and their mother has done a review, but you know that I'm always late to the party with everything. So if you've ever smelled Dior Sauvage, this kind of smells like Dior Sauvage. I'm being an asshole, but to me, it is really, really similar. It is very similar to where probably nobody is going to be able to smell the difference on you when you're wearing this. That's not necessarily a bad thing because there are some upsides to this I'll talk about. This does have a few differences, notably the opening very like sharp bergamot that I get with Sauvage. A lot of people get. It's almost metallic like. That's kind of toned down, really almost gone for me. I don't like that at all. I do not like that opening. So to me already this is great because, wow, I hate that opening. When it dries down, you're gonna basically get the same scent, at least to me. There are a few differences. So what did they change? Well, they added, I believe, nutmeg, and they added star anise to this. And in the base they added vanilla. Now, I didn't really pick any of those notes up particularly. Like, none of them really stood out to me. I maybe got like a whiff of vanilla a little bit. It added maybe a bit of a creaminess to it, but they didn't really stick out to me. What they did do though is I could kind of smell that they were doing something. They were making this a little more warm. I don't really know how to describe that. I hope I'm conveying to you what that means. I hope you're getting it, but it just made it a little more refined, a little warmer. It almost makes this more like a fall winter scent. I still think you could wear this concentration anytime, but it did kind of seem a bit warmer. The black pepper was maybe toned down a little bit. Sauvage can be really sharp at times. This was much more subdued, much warmer, but at its core, it really smelled like Dior Sauvage, and like I said already, people will not really tell a difference. But why would you get this though? Well, because that harsh opening is gone for one if you don't like that. Although, for me, that harsh opening dries down really quickly, so it's not a big deal. The projection is toned down, which is expected. It's an Eau de Parfum. So that enormous ciliage, that scent bubble that you get with the EDT is toned down. This becomes much closer to the skin. Although I still think people are going to probably be able to smell it on you. You're still going to get those compliments that are associated with the scent, but it's going to be toned down closer to the skin. Longevity, of course, is longer. The EDT has crazy good longevity as it is, but this, you will get a couple more hours out of this. If you take a shower and you come out of the shower, dry off, this is probably still going to be on your skin. So it is going to last longer. The thing is, though, do you need that extra longevity? Do you really need it? Sure, it's great. Like, extra longevity is great, but is it really necessary? So would I recommend it? Well, this is going to go about $20 more expensive. So let's say like the 2 ounce. That's going to go like retail for $77. This is in general going to be about $20, $25 more expensive. So you're going to expect to pay like $120 for the Eau de Parfum of a 2 ounce. In general, it's going to be about $25 to $30 more expensive for whatever size you get, relative to the EDT. So I don't think, I think overall, like I said, it's extremely similar to the original, but that extra like toned down character, that slight added warmness to it, makes me kind of prefer the scent. It's so subtle, but I do think I overall prefer this version in terms of smell. Um, I do like the projection of the EDT. I like that other people are able to smell it much more than this one. Although I'm kind of an undersprayer, I'm never gonna choke anyone out with Sauvage or anything, but I do like the projection. Although I don't really say I would miss it with this, and the longevity is not a big deal to me. So I would get the EDT just because it's cheaper. I like how this smells a little bit more, but at least to me, it's so subtle that I think I would go for the EDT and not spend the extra money. Now, if money's not an issue for you, if you don't care, and you are fine with it not being as quite strong in terms of projection, then yeah, I would say go for this. I think it smells a little bit better. I think like I said, the added longevity is not really necessary, but you can't really complain about that. So, yeah, I would pick this up if you aren't, worried about spending about $120. Oh wait, no, I'm so sorry, I screwed that up. I'm so sorry. $90 for the 2 ounce, for the Eau de Parfum. $77 for the EDT. That's retail. Sorry about that. So you're gonna spend $90 base minimum for this, unless you can get it discounted or something. But you're probably gonna get it for $90. So sorry about that. But I mean, I would always recommend Sauvage as a scent. Say what you will about it. I think it smells great. I think it's very versatile. It's good for people that don't really know what to wear. It's an easy to recommend one. Sure, it's a little pricey. It's definitely a little pricey, but Sauvage's quality, it is. I mean, Sauvage had its complaints because it's, it was synthetic and a bit generic, but I think it's quality stuff. So I do recommend it, but I've already said, my piece on it. So this is a little short on the short side for me, but that's really the EDP for me, man. I like it. I like the scent. I just think that it doesn't justify me spending more money to get a bottle of it. If I could get this for the same price as the EDT, I would choose this. I would choose it. I don't care as much about all the other stuff. I'm repeating myself. It's like a running gag with me, but that's all I have to say, guys. Okay, I got my piece out there on the EDP of Dior Sauvage. So that's all I have to say. Everyone have a great day.